Hello, everyone. Minion is not here today. He had to go to work, and it's Ely or Ganush, I don't know where he is. So we're going to be all alone without Minion. But anyway, so we've got holds again today, a little bit more powerful than yesterday, but still holding positions. He said he loved it yesterday because he could loosen up as we hold. I don't like holds because I find it difficult. And I think I should maybe grow as well as a person. Okay, so you can lie down on your backs, roll yourself down, and holds again it is. So nice and slow, holding positions a little bit. We've got one adductor stretch, which is a standing stretch, which is just a stretch. We don't have to hold that too much, but we're going to keep doing that specific one for a while. Yes, and that's it. So hug in your knees, nice and close to your chest. And see if you can get your knees to come to your chest without lifting up your lower back. So just squeeze it in, keep the back down, keep the navel to spine, relax the shoulders down, tuck the chin in. And you can close your eyes again today because we're going to hold for a little bit. Today's hold is a little bit more powerful, so you might not want to close your eyes. And roll from side to side, just get the back loose. And feet to the floor. So I have kind of thought to do every direction, hold every direction on the floor. In terms of the spine, so we'll see how that goes. So take your right leg to the floor, hugging your left knee, nice and close. And then once you've got that hug in, that knee nice and close to your chest, try and hold the knee where it is and straighten out your leg, which is not going to go completely straight. So don't worry about that. It will eventually. Just straighten it out to where you can and hold on to it. Push the opposite leg down to the floor. And just hold that. You can squeeze your knee into your chest while holding your feet. So what I mean by that is a squeeze down and a pull of the leg. So the knees go down and the leg goes over, only as far as you can. But a pull squeeze. So pull and squeeze. And just hold it there. Close your eyes. Navel to spine, opposite leg down as far as you can. Push and squeeze, push and, no, wait, squeeze and pull. Squeeze and pull. Hold it there. Keep the shoulders relaxed, navel to spine. Squeeze the knee down, pull the leg over, but only as far as you can go. And hold. Now straighten out your legs in your hands, and that will push you about 90 degrees above your hip. Just hold it wherever you can, where you feel the stretch. Flex the foot. Push the opposite leg down. Relax your shoulders down and just hold that one as well. Navel to spine, foot flex, close your eyes, and engage your quads. So make sure that your legs is engaged, and you're just pulling that leg over as far as you can and over pull. And you're just holding it wherever it's comfortable. Shoulders down. You can obviously hold onto your leg. Your shoulders will be elevated. Just relax it. Don't pull on it. Don't pull on your leg. Flex your foot and just hold that. Close your eyes again. Navel to spine. You should be able to breathe that leg over as you start to relax. As that muscle starts to get used to the stretching feeling. Unless you feel pins and needles in your feet, you're good to go. If you do feel pins and needles, just let go. You're probably pressing on a nerve that you shouldn't. Just let go, readjust, and go again. And relax, close your eyes. If you're feeling jerking motions in your leg, you're not relaxed, then just release the leg away a little bit, keep it straight and pull it over again once you're ready. Now keep that leg in the air and we're going to squeeze up with our shoulders. Now this one you can hold on to your neck because we are going to stay there. Navel to spine, big squeeze in. Grab your leg wherever it's comfortable and just hold that squeeze. Tuck your chin in and just hold. Nice and high. Again, like I always say, you should be able to let go and keep that height of your chest. So you can test it and then just go back. Tuck the chin in a little bit. You can hold on to your neck. You don't want any neck strain. You should be able to hold it if you really squeeze in your abs and keep that height. Squeezing in your abs, they're going to get tired. And close your eyes, navel to spine. Squeeze and hold. And breathe. Exhale, squeeze up. Inhale, relax a little. Exhale, squeeze up. Inhale, relax a little. Roll it back down. Keep that leg in the air. See if it feels a little bit less tight. Move it around a little bit. Just a little bit. Small movements. Close your eyes. Relax your head. And jerk on it. If you jerk, it's just going to bounce back. And hug in that knee. Big hug in. And hold. Knee to the chest, but back down. This is easier with the back down because the other leg's on the floor. So nice big hug in and then slide that leg down the mat. Just before you take the other one, just relax, feet out, hands out, shoulders down. And if your back is a bit sore, just wiggle a little bit into the floor, loosen it up a little bit. Now the leg that's been in there, the left leg, that's going to stay down on the floor. And the other leg, hug that in to your chest. Nice and tight. Roll around until you feel your back is in the right place and nothing is pinched under. Hug that in nice and tight. Tuck in your chin. And then keep the knee where it is. So the knee is squeezed in. And then straighten out the leg only to where it goes. So you're going to do that squeeze and pull again. And when I say pull, I mean really lightly, not over. So the knee stays in where it was, and this foot comes over as far as you can. Opposite leg down. So it's a push and pull, push and pull, squeeze and pull. And do squeeze that knee into your chest as far as you can. And with that pulling motion, don't go crazy. You should feel a little bit you will feel that pulling in your hamstrings, even if the legs is bent. You're taking your calves out of the equation with the leg bent. But you should feel that it's a nice little stretch if you pull and squeeze that knee into your chest. It looks almost like this part of your body and that part together is doing a little split with this knee slightly bent and pulled over. Some people can do that with straight legs. Amazing. Pull and pull. Shoulders down, chin slightly tucked in. And just give it time. You will feel it relaxing a little bit. And straighten that leg out to the ceiling, about 90 degrees above the hips. Give it a flex the foot, strengthen up your legs, and then give it a light pull. It's not going to go crazy far, so don't worry too much. And just hold on to that. Keep the feet flexed. So keep it active, foot flexed, quad engaged, and just pull lightly on that leg wherever you can reach. I don't really like reaching for my toes and putting it over. I like touching behind my hamstrings. And then it doesn't pull as much. I don't have historically loose hamstrings. I have to constantly work at it to keep it lengthened. So stuff like this I find very difficult. Okay. Roll it up. Now squeeze in your abs, relax your shoulders, really squeeze it in and just hold that in the air. Big squeeze of the abs. The harder you squeeze there, the less tension is on your neck because your abs is keeping you up. So just squeeze and lift and hold. Close your eyes. Just hold. Breathe, breathe in. Squeeze up. Legs should go. The abs should get nice and tired. And then bring it in. Hug it in. Bring both knees in and just roll from side to side. Take your feet to the floor, hip distance apart. You know it's coming. You can always move it to the side of the mat. Feet looking forward to get a bigger lift in, or move it while we're in bridge. So it's up to you. Just as long as the feet's looking forward, that's fine because you're not externally rotating your tibia. So feet forward, nice and close to your bum, and then do your tailbone lifts and really try to lift up bit by bit until you reach your neck. And we're obviously just going to hold it there. So with this hold, you're thinking tailbone tucked up, way up. You're thinking ribs tucked in, way in. Straight line with the torso. You can push a little bit into your heels and activate your quads. Feet forward, knees forward. Tailbone tuck, ribs in, and hold. And breathe. So what you can do is you can really squeeze up with the inhale, and on the exhale, keep the height, but relax the ribs down. And then really squeeze with the inhale. Shrug your shoulders under if it's too much pressure on your neck. And on the exhale, keep the height with your tailbone, but drop the ribs down. And on the inhale, squeeze up, tailbone up. Exhale, drop the ribs. And just keep doing that. So kind of tell yourself, inhale. If you feel your knees keeps bobbing out, which is fine, it doesn't matter, but if it bothers you, if you can put something between your legs and squeeze it to keep you kind of in line. But for the rest, just do your little breathing technique where you squeeze up your bum with the inhale, and then on the exhale, keep the height on the bum, but drop the ribs. And again, squeeze, small movements, drop the ribs. Again, close your eyes. You can use your hands as a guide to see how high you are. And just keep doing the squeezing and the dropping. Keep the height, squeeze up a little bit more. You can drop the knees if you want to lift a little bit higher. Anything to keep you entertained. It's always nice to do a little bit of switch with the legs as well. So do drop it out, just keep the feet forward. And you should feel that in your bum a little bit more. Plus it keeps you entertained. So drop it out, bring it in. What you can also do to keep you entertained, you can exhale out. And inhale the knees in. I like the knee drop anyway, it keeps me busy. I don't like holding positions. And bring it in. And that way, you're still moving a little bit, but you're holding position. And bring it in. If your back is really sore, do tuck that tailbone in a lot more to kind of loosen the arch in your back. You can go down a little bit and keep it tucked in to loosen the arch. You don't have to be that high. You will feel your bum working at this height as well, as long as you've got that tailbone tucked in. So that's completely up to you, depending on your back and whether you can hold that in your back. And just keep entertaining yourself. Tucking in the ribs, tucking up the tailbone, moving the legs, breath leg if you want. You don't have to remember to drop if your back is sore, but keep the tailbone tucked in. And then slowly come down. And slowly come down so that your back places on the floor, hugging your knees, and you should feel that in your bum. Hopefully, we held it long enough. I can't hold it longer anymore. I've been strong. I've been trying. Can't do it anymore. And then roll yourself up to a seated, onto your hands and knees. Whew, that was painful. My bum does need work. Push into a cat stretch. Let's just loosen up the back. Just hold that cat and just come forwards and back. And you should feel that in your back today if you don't usually feel it. After the bridges, keep the tummy tucked in. And back to a neutral spine. So you can just sit back into a child's pose while I talk. I think we're going to hold a plank. Now, if you have wrist issues, especially after last week, I have to say even my wrist, which never gets sore, feels a little bit of a tingly. You can always do this on your elbows, or you can put your knees down, just as long as you don't put it down underneath you, but a little bit diagonally back. You've got that plank position, that's good enough. Or you can go into the plank and then put your knees down if you get tired. I'm probably going to do that because I hate holding planks. So it's up to you, but we are going to hold the plank. That's our power hold. So when you're ready, just sit back, just stretch out your quads. The bridge did put some pressure or some work into the quads, so just stretch it out before we go. The easiest way to hold the plank is to put your legs together and zip your legs up, push it against each other and zip it up and strengthen from the bottoms up. And that usually helps a lot to hold the plank and be light on your wrists. Also press your fingertips like that into the floor. And that should help as well because it activates those muscles in your hands. So when you're ready, I think I've beefed it up enough. Hands on the mat or elbows, that's up to you. Put your legs together and zip it up because we're going to hold it for a while. You can always put your knees down. You can follow my lead. I'm probably going to do it. Okay, so when you're ready, push into a plank. And we're just going to hold. Shoulders over your hands, fingertips pressed into the floor. Now, I get bored, so I rock it forwards and back a little bit as soon as I get bored. As legs zipped up and tailbone tucked in. But you are not arching your back down like so. Everything is in a straight line. If you struggle with that, you can, instead of, if you feel like you're dipping, just lift up your bum a little bit. There's still a straight line there. Your shoulders are still over your hands, but your bum is just slightly lifted. But otherwise, just hold that in a straight line. Fingertips into the floor. Legs zipped up. Bum tucked in. And just hold. Tummy tucked in, navel to spine. Put your knees down if you have to. Shoulders over your hands. Breathe normally. You can rest, quickly push back and then come forward again if it's too much. And hold. Now also while you're there, try and tuck your chin in. Push your head back a little bit. Try not to have that forward lean look. I'm struggling. I'm going to put my knees down, hold. And all the way down, push it back into a child's pose. I can't hold plank long. Oh, I find it too difficult. There we go. Slide yourself down onto your tummies. And put your arms next to your side. Lift up your feet and just kick it from side to side. A little spinal curl. And back to the middle. So we're just going to do quad stretches and then end in kind of that full back position. So first, just kick in one leg, grab that leg, try not to take your knee out laterally, bring it in, and also don't pull too hard on your ankle. If you feel your ankle is sore, just grab around the ankle bone, the shin, pull that leg down, bum towards the knee. Obviously, if you can't get there, use a strap, anything to just get that stretch in, and it'll just stretch your quads, your flexors. You can even lift up your knee a little bit. Let the psoas stretch a little bit. Although this is not a big psoas stretch, but you can lift up your knee a little bit to get a better stretch in. Or you can just drop the knee down, pull the ankle towards the bum. If that arm is straight that you're holding it onto, that's a nice little chest opener on that side as well. Or you can alternate between picking the knee up a little bit and then putting it down, pushing the foot to the bum, and just keep alternating between picking. It's a small pick. I mean, mine is literally an inch off the floor, not further. But I'm not known for my flexible hand, hip flexors, so I don't think I should guide you. And just hold that. If you do lift up the knee a little bit, squeeze your bum. As soon as you squeeze your bum, that knee lift just becomes so much easier. And switch sides. Make sure you're not pulling too hard on your ankle. Pull that leg in into the bum. Open up the shoulder of the hand that's holding the foot. And you can switch around between lifting up the knee and just normal pull in, or just normal pull in. It's up to you. It doesn't matter. But do stretch. Give it a nice little stretch. That pushing up the knee is more a bum squeeze than it is a knee pick up. So please don't go for height. Go for that squeeze bum where you press your tailbone down and your hip bone, or this anterior, superior iliac spine, is this bone there. If you press that into the floor with your bum squeeze, that just naturally is going to lift up the knee and give you a pull. And that should start to loosen up your quads quite a bit. Now hold on to the leg you've got. You can take it wide if you want, and then just grab in the other one as well. Once you've got it, bring your knees in, open up your chest, but take your time. Make sure your pulse and your ankles and everything is okay. And bring the knees back to the middle once you're in. Open up your chest, straighten out your arms. And before you do anything, just lift up your knees a little, push your ASIS into the floor. And just open up your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together. But you're not pushing the foot into the hand yet. You're just holding back, lifting up the knees a little bit, squeezing the bum. And bring it down. Keep stretching, keep holding on. Unless something feels it's not right, then let go and relax and come back when you're ready. Okay, feet, everything back to the middle, shoulders opened up. And this time you're going to push the feet into the hands and kind of lift up a little bit. Lifting up the knees. And you're going to roll a little bit as you breathe. Now again, don't go for height. Just go for a bum squeeze and a chest lift. Forget about the overarch or a massive knee lift. Just a bum squeeze. The knee will go eventually. And bring it down. Relax. You can take your legs feet wide. Just relax it down. Oh, and we're going to go again. And again, go for a knee lift, bum squeeze. Don't go for height. Push back. Push your feet into your hands once you're in. Squeeze that bum. and relax. Hands next to your sides and slowly push it back into a child's pose. I don't know what time it is. I don't have my gatekeeper here. Push back into a child's pose. Shrug the shoulders back. Wiggle your bum down. Try and keep down with your bum. We're just going to thread the needle. We don't have time for our adductor stretch today. So just thread your left arm through your right. You can lean forward a little bit onto that arm, but you don't have to come up 90 degrees. You can still push back. You can even tuck your toes under if that stabilizes you a little bit more, and just stretch out that shoulder. And then while you're in that twist, just bring that top arm over your back, find it behind. Make sure that you're on your shoulder and not putting all the pressure in your head. Lift up. It's not a big twist because you are constricting it by pushing back a little bit. So it's just, you can even hold on to your shoulder like this. That's fine as well, it doesn't matter. Try and kind of breathe that shoulder up and then drop it down. And breathe it up and drop it down. And breathe it up and drop it down. Drop it down. One more time. And drop it down. Bring that arm forward again and just push up. Push back again and thread the needle through to the other side. Just switch. On your arm, just hold that stretch first before we go on. Find a place on your arm that you like, if you know what I mean. And then bring that top arm over. And again, once you're in that, you're just gonna breathe it up and drop it down. Breathe it up and drop it down. And small twists, drop it down. Breathe it up. And close your eyes. Breathe it up. One more time. Then take your arms back, push back into a child's pose. Wiggle your bum down one last time. Put your head on the floor. Relax. And just hold that. And we're going to keep that rounded back. We're going to come into a cat stretch until your shoulders goes over your hands. You can just bring your legs in a little bit. Keep that cat stretch, push forwards and back. Keeping that tummy tucked up. And then sit yourself back onto your bum. Nice straight line. Tuck in your tailbone, tuck in your ribs. Relax your shoulders back and down. Take a nice deep breath in. We're actually done for today. How quickly did that go? Hands into your chest. We literally just did 3 poses and you're done for today. We just did 3 poses. It's amazing. I have to say though, voluntarily, I will never hold a plank. I hate it, but it was good. I think I did well. How did you do? Okay, tomorrow a little bit faster. We didn't do the adductor stretch, I promised. I didn't have time. So tomorrow will be a little bit faster than what you're a little bit faster that you're used to that. Oh, my English. So yes, see you tomorrow at 9. Have a lovely Friday. Apparently the weather is going to start picking up by Sunday. So fingers crossed I can go kayaking. Have a lovely day. See you all tomorrow. Bye.